Hello everyone, it is me, Mary, and I am here today with an amazing deal for you. Yes, it is going to be great. Very happy about this deal today. And I just had to point out I'm wearing a Phillies shirt today to shout out some Phillies love to a special friend who recently had a birthday. So there you go. That's for you. Okay, guys, so I really need to start brushing my hair instead of just pulling it out of a bun. It's going to be all right. I just look crazy, and I don't care. So let's go ahead and get into what happened at Walgreens today. Now, I am not a Walgreens shopper. I have never been a Walgreens shopper, or at least for the past few years I haven't, after the changes have taken place at Walgreens. However, I have a lot of subscribers who shop at Walgreens and ask for Walgreens deals. So I decided to place a real effort into shopping at Walgreens and trying to bring these deals to you. So I think that I'm doing pretty good, and I have a great deal to bring that is an absolute moneymaker. It is a slight moneymaker after tax considerations, because I did have to consider tax, because anytime you're couponing, anything that you spend is a consideration for an expense, okay? So you can't say that you're making money if you're exhausting more than what you're actually receiving. Okay, so that is something that is important for everyone to understand there. But anyways, all in all, I did 2 transactions and I ended up at the end of the day making money, which was a great deal for me for some amazing products that I absolutely needed in my household, okay? I do have a rant to share with you. It's going to be at the end of the video. The reason that I'm putting it at the end is because I want to get the deals for you now, and if you would like to stay and learn about how I encounter what happened with this issue, how I handled the issue, then you can watch that at the end of the video. I do recommend watching situations like this, because take them as you will. However, to me, to hear how people encounter things, what they encounter, how they handled it, what you should be taking from this, I think that is a learning opportunity. So always when you hear rants, listen to it, see what happened, and see what you can take from that, okay? So I will be doing that at the end of the video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. 2 transactions. The first transaction is an expense, okay, guys? So if you have to exhaust, or if you're worried about exhausting any funds, the first transaction, it's going to cost a little bit. I did have $10 to put into it, which are from bonus rewards or bonus points. So I did that in my first transaction, which left me with $1.64 out of pocket after that. So it's like $11.64. However, in the second transaction, we're going to utilize rewards that we earned in this first transaction to finish and pay for our second transaction, and then we're going to recuperate our money and make a little bit of money as well. So let's go ahead and get started into this particular deal. You only need 2 coupons, okay? So when I went into the store, I didn't have a binder, I didn't have anything with me. I easily went to my computer, printed 2 coupons from coupons.com under personal care, and that's all I had to have. Now, I did have to download some digital coupons for the second transaction. Actually, I did one in the first transaction as well, but I'm going to tell you exactly what it is that I downloaded so you can do this deal just as I did, okay? So the first transaction that I did, there were 4 different item types, or 3 different item types in this transaction. And I'm doing these strategically so that way I can get register rewards. Register rewards are Walgreens manufacturer coupons, and this is what they look like. I can use register rewards to pay for a deal that gives you bonus points. So I can utilize these to pay for another offer when I have bonus points attached. Likewise, if I'm getting register rewards, I can use bonus points to pay for the deal that gives me register rewards. So I did separate them accordingly. Bonus points with bonus points, register rewards with register rewards. And that's how I'm going to do that, to be able to pay for those items. Okay, guys? So what is the first thing I bought? I ended up buying something that is essential for my household and probably everybody's household, and that's going to be toothbrushes, okay? So I ended up getting 4, and they are the Oral-B here. Something that I want you to understand, there are limitations on the Oral-B coupon. But these right here, the Oral-B Pro Health, they absolutely meet the requirements of the coupon. Okay, so that's what I got. I think it's a Healthy Clean that doesn't meet it, but just get the Pro Health. These are the ones that are on sale. Great, great deals here. So all of these are originally priced at $5.29 each. It's a lot of money for a toothbrush. They're marked down to $2.99. Okay, but there is a promotion. If you buy 4 qualifying products, which these are qualifying products, if you ever are questioning if they are or not, you'll see the tag there, which will say that they are. You can always refer to the ad. However, I like to just look at the tag just to have that back up there. So we're getting 4 of these. They all qualify. So when you buy 4, you get back $6 in a register reward. One of these things, okay? So I purchased 4. I utilized 2 coupons from coupons.com. The coupons are buy 2, save $2. So I have 2 here and 2 here, so that's $4 that I'm going to save. And remember, you can print 2 identical coupons per IP address. So per smartphone, per, whatever it is, per IP address. Also, if you're using a smartphone and you have to verify with your phone number, if you use the same phone number on different devices, you're not going to be able to print more than 2 coupons, because that is the account linked or whatever that is. So make sure you use different phone numbers for verification. Just a note there. So anyways, all in all, at these here at $2.99 each, or $11.96, we're using 2 of the $2 off 2 coupons, which is going to leave this at $7.96 out of pocket, okay? We are going to be receiving back immediately $6 in register rewards, which is going to make this a $1.96 loss. I'm going to cover it though, so don't worry. But essentially, if you stop there, they're just 49 cents a toothbrush, regularly priced $5.29, which regular value is $21.16 for all of these. I think that's a great deal, guys. So keep following me on the transaction. The second item that I decided to get, and this was just because it had register rewards, I was not going to do this, okay? However, this is like my favorite scent. I hate to have brand loyalty, but sometimes I do have brand loyalty, and if I can get something for free, I will go ahead and get it, even if it's a little bit of an initial investment, but this ended up being free. So as we see here, the soft soap, the whipped cocoa butter, smells so good. I decided to go ahead and pick up this one for me right here. This right here is regularly priced at $3.99. They have it on special for $2.99. I don't have a coupon available. However, I received back this $1.50 register reward manufacturer Walgreens coupon there, okay? So, after this right here, what ended up happening was it was a $1.49 loss. However, we are going to cover this, so don't worry about it. So I ended up getting one of these. The last thing I got, and this is a load to card offer, so I want you to go, and you can always do this right here. You can go to your card and you can load your offers here. I just print this out to have this in the store just to make sure if they say, well, you don't have it, I'm saying, here it is. I printed out my offers that I'm going to be using. But anyways, there is a load to card, and what the load to card states, it's under grocery. That's a section you will go to. It's buy one, get one free, Hershey's bar. Now I want you to remember the Hershey's bar are on sale right now for 62 cents. So we're buying one at 62 cents. We're getting another one for free. So the regular value is $1.19, so that would be $2.38 for 2 of them. However, we have the BOGO plus the sale, which makes them 31 cents each. Very good deal. I just picked this up. This is my daughter's absolute favorite. And anyways, I have a story behind the cookies and cream. But anyway, it's involving my brother. Nothing weird. My brother who passed away, this was like his favorite. But anyway, so I just picked these up there. So very good deal on those. So let's get into the total retail value and how this worked out for me. So the total retail value, and what I mean by retail value is the amount of the items prior to any sales, promotions, or coupons that are used. So the total retail value was $27.53. After the sales and promotions, it was immediately brought down to $16.19. After the coupons, it was brought down to $11.64. Okay, so that is my total out-of-pocket expense, $11.64. Remember, it is the 4 Pro Health toothbrushes, the 1 soft soap, and the 2 candy bars, $11.64. I had $10 in the bonus points, so I utilized those and paid $1.64 out of pocket. I received back $7.50. So if we look at this right now from a perspective of what did I invest and what did I receive, what's the yield on my investment, we've got a $4.14 loss thus far. However, I need these to pay for my next transaction, okay guys? That is why I did this. I want you to know something as well. Say that we had here this coupon. We had 4 of these products and we had 2 of the 2 off of 2 coupons, and you wanted to use a register reward for a different item. You can't use it on the same item and get back the same points or rewards, but say I wanted to use this to pay for this. The problem is that you can only use a certain amount of manufacturer's coupons per item. So as we know with manufacturers, it's only 1 per item, 1 coupon per item. So if we have a manufacturer coupon for off of $2 off of 2 products, you can only use 1 coupon. So I can't use the 2 off of 2 and 1 of these right here because that's considered a coupon. So you would have to get a small filler item to bring in to be able to use the additional coupon. That's when clearance and small candies add in as well. So if you're wanting to use a unrelated register reward to pay for these, make sure you have more items than you do coupons. So just a tip there. Okay, so the next transaction, as we remember, I have $7.50 now that I'm going to be bringing into my next transaction. These are in register rewards. Now, I'm not using any register rewards on any products that would give me the same register rewards or any items that are identical. Actually, I'm not using register rewards on anything in this transaction that are promoting any register rewards. I'm using them to pay for items that have bonus points. So that's how I'm going to do this. So what did I do in this transaction? Now, the aspirin deal I found from another YouTuber, very, very nice lady. I will leave her information right below if you want to check her out. I was so excited that she brought this. I did have a stroke, and I have to have aspirin. So very, very thankful for that. So here is the deal on aspirin right now. And this is something that even if you don't need this, please just get it and donate it because a lot of people have to have aspirin. It's a very serious thing. I always say be careful with aspirin donations because there are a lot of serious allergies to aspirin, but aspirin is also a lifesaver too. So kind of like a catch-22 there. But anyway, so here is our deal. The Walgreens 100 count aspirin. These right here are on sale. So essentially here's the deal. You buy 1, which is regularly priced at $1.29, for $1. You receive the second for 50 cents. So it's buy 1, get 1 50% off. So this is $1.50, right guys? So great deal. However, to make it even better, you're going to get back $2 in bonus points if you buy 2. So if this is $1 and this is 50 cents, I'm getting back $2. That is a 50-cent moneymaker immediately. I did this 4 times. I picked up 8 bottles of these. I absolutely need them. I have a family member who needs them as well. This is very important to have. So I picked up 8 bottles. My out-of-pocket expense was $6, and I received back $8 immediately on my receipt. So that is a $2 moneymaker, guys. Absolute moneymaker. The regular retail value was $10.32. On sale, it brought it down to $6. I received 8. That's a $2 moneymaker. Absolutely amazing deal there. Okay, no coupons or anything required. Now, the next deal, and I decided to do a load to card because everybody may not have this coupon or they may have already used this coupon as it is. So I decided to do a load to card. So I thought that I would go ahead and get the All May Eye Makeup Remover. Okay, so this one right here, or you can get the actual little bitty can't find it. The little bitty tubes of makeup remover as well, the little cloths. So either way, whichever one you want to get, I decided to get these because I have a whole bunch of the little cloths and they didn't have the bonus size anymore, so I just picked up these. So here's the deal. These are regularly priced at $5.49 each. Excuse me, $5.79 each. Very expensive here, right? So they have a sale right now. They are $3.99. The eye makeup removers, great deal. However, if you buy one, you get one 50% off. So that means this one is $3.99. The second is $1.99. So this means this is $5.98. We have a load to card coupon for $5 off of any two Almay products. So that means that this is a 98-cent out-of-pocket expense. However, let's sweeten the deal. You get $3 back. Okay, guys? So immediately this is a $2.02 moneymaker. Great deal there. I have something even better to bring up at the end, but thus far we're just at a $2.02 moneymaker. The last item that I got, and I had a full value coupon. So on your account, when you go into your Walgreens account, check for all of your offers, okay? I had this particular offer for the Always Discreet under the home medical area, okay? So here we go, and you can go to categories and areas, home medical. So the Always Discreet, we had the 15 through the 19 count, which was included. I had a full value coupon, which meant that this product right here was absolutely free for me. So it was $14.49. I had loaded that to my card, so this ended up being absolutely free. Great deal. Wonderful thing to donate. I have a family member who uses these, so these are absolute donation for her. Okay, so where are we at thus far in my transaction? So far, the total retail value is $36.39. We did have the sales promotion prices, so that brought it down to $26.47. I had coupons on the card. Remember, I had the $5 coupon off of any two Almay, and I had the full value $14.49, which brought my total of coupons to $19.49. So the total after coupons was $6.98. Remember those $6 from the toothbrushes earlier? What I did was I handed them that $6 register reward, which left me with a 98-cent out of pocket. So my total out of pocket expense for this transaction was 98 cents. However, we are receiving the bonus points. So I received the $8 back for the aspirin. I received $3 for Almay, and I also had a special Almay offer on My Beauty load to card, and that was if you buy two Almay, 2,000 points on any Almay eye, lip, or makeup remover. So I also got another 2,000 points. So instead of just receiving 3,000 points, $3, I also received a 2,000 points. So that was $5. So now we're not at a $2.02 moneymaker. We're at a $4.02 moneymaker just to buy the makeup remover. So after all of that, the 8 for the aspirin, the 3 for Almay, plus the $2 load to card points, that brought me to $13 in bonus rewards. Okay, that is awesome. So my initial investment from the first transaction was $11.64. My second investment for the second transaction was 98 cents. So the total cost was $12.62. However, I received back, and I'm not considering the $6 from the first transaction because I've used that, so that's not in the equation. I received back $13 in bonus points, and I also am including this $1.50 that I haven't used into the equation as well because it's still there. So all in all, that's $14.50 that I still have to shop with. After spending $12.62 in a cost, that leaves me with a $1.88 gain. I am including my taxes here, which was $1.56. So all in all, for me, this was a 32-cent cent gain. If you don't pay taxes, it's $1.88 gain. Okay, guys? Now, the total retail cost was $63.92. So I got paid 32 cents, which is still a gain, for $63.92 of products. And the great thing about this is that the products that I received are absolutely to be used. I mean, they are not just, people buying things they don't need, which we all need everything anyways. However, I really value these products because we need the toothbrushes. That's always something that I have to continually get more of. We absolutely need the aspirin. I need that, and I'll be able to donate those to those who need it as well. And I have a family member who has to have the Always Discreet and just can't afford it because it's too expensive. So this is a very great deal, guys. This is an opportunity not only to help yourself, your own immediate family, but also others who may be in need. So very great deal. Now I want to get into my rant and how I handled that. So thank you for watching this. Once again, total cost $12.62, receive $14.50. That's $1.88 gain. So great deal. Okay, so here's what happened, and I'm just going to be very blunt with this. This is how I handled myself. I know how to I can come on here and act a fool. I know how to handle myself in a professional manner, okay? For those of you who don't know me, I am working on achieving my PhD. In addition to that, I've been a chief financial officer for a medical corporation. I know how to speak with people at all different levels, okay? So I may act a fool, but I know how to carry myself properly, and I've received those comments before, so just putting it out there. But when I walked into this store, I had an issue the other day because I went and I called corporate on a question. And what corporate told me was completely different from what the manager told me. When I went in to do the transaction, I wanted to discuss with the manager what I was told because I don't want to go in and look shady and just do things. So I went to her and said, hey, this is what I was told. This is what I wanted to bring to you. And she was just livid. You could tell that she did not like that I had asked corporate a question. But I, as a couponer, have the right to ensure that I am doing things per their policy and correct. And if I'm getting information that conflicts with the actual policy, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to call and I'm going to verify that. Because at the end of the day, people interpret things differently, and I want to speak with multiple people in corporate. I always call more than once and get the proper information so I am, I know what I'm doing when I go in the store, okay? The last thing you want to do as a couponer is go in with false information and just try to push your point because it's not going to work well for you, okay? So she was very angry with me about that, and that's fine. I don't care. There's nothing I can do. I'm trying to do things the right way, and I'm trying to be professional about it and not break any rules, okay? So that's how that started. So there's your backstory. I went in there today, and I saw the two ladies who had discussed that issue with me before, and immediately the first lady, she came up and she was like, are you just buying that? And I was like, no, I'm not. Thank you, though. And she said, well, whenever it's time for you to check out, come to my register. And I'm sitting here thinking, she's in the beauty area, right? So I'm going over to health and I'm going everywhere else. Why would I make a special trip to go to the beauty counter to pay for my transaction when I can go to the front? I didn't really understand that. So I decided that I would bring it to her attention. And I asked her, I said, well, why would I come to your register if there's a register up front? I just wanted to know. And she said, well, when people are doing multiple transactions, it's, I just like to, and I was like, no, that's not the case. And I told her, I said, well, I've never done a multiple transaction here thus far, any multiple transactions. And I said, but, I know that I will be doing 2 transactions, but why do you think that I'm, in here doing multiple transactions? And she's like, no, it's not that. So I knew immediately what she was getting at, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I finally just looked at her and I said, you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I feel that I'm being chastised and you are looking at me and discriminating against not only me as a consumer, but as couponers as a whole because of things that you have said before. Before she has said that, printed coupons should be illegal and XYZ. She's got a very negative attitude towards coupons, which is I'm not even going there. But I said, but I feel that you're chastising me and discriminating against me as a shopper and as a couponer, and I really don't appreciate it. So I'm just wondering, is that why you're asking me to just come to your register as opposed to going any register as a regular customer? And she said, well, and I was like, it's okay. You know what I mean? I just want to talk about it. And she said, no, it's not that. I just didn't know. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. But I told her, I said, it's not a problem. I just want to put it out there because I want to shop here and I don't want to have problems every time I come in the store. And she was, very honest with me. She said, I'm sorry about it. I didn't mean to come off that way. I use coupons sometimes too, and I'm not trying to be that way. You're not discriminated against. I do want you to shop here. And I was very appreciative of that. So what did I do? I addressed the problem head on, okay? Was I rude to her? Was I nasty? No, I don't have to be rude or nasty because you know what? When you have the ability to verbalize yourself and speak with people, you don't have to be nasty and have a bad attitude. But you do have the right as a consumer, as a person who's spending your money, because that's what coupons are. You're spending your money. They're just printed money, okay, as opposed to, well, they're pressed money. But anyways, you are spending your money and you have the right to speak to the store, okay? So don't feel bad about that. My only advice is when you come to people who are being nasty with you, meeting them with nastiness is not going to help you, but meeting them with the proper information and expressing yourself in an articulate manner, that really does help you out a lot. So what ended up happening? I went to the register with her and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go with her. She thinks that, couponers are shady, so I'm going to show her that I'm not. So I went to her and I was like, oh, it's time for me to check out, and I'm bringing my transactions. I'm actually going to have 2 today, so thank you for accepting that. And we went ahead and we did our first transaction. There was no problem whatsoever. Everything was perfect. She was like, oh, just 2 coupons? Yeah, just 2 coupons. Not a big deal. So everything worked perfectly. And as you know, with that transaction. Now, the second transaction, she wanted to utilize the 5 off of 15 or receive 5 when you spend 15. I knew this wasn't going to work because it was a bonus points deal. I knew it wasn't going to work. She wanted to try to push it because today was the last day of that coupon and she didn't want it to expire. So she was being nice. I understood that, but I knew it was going to cause a problem. Well, the manager that she ended up causing... the manager that she ended up calling to the register was that one that really doesn't like me. And she came over and she was like, what is it? What do you mean, what is it? You know what I mean? I'm sitting here like, what is it? Okay. And she was like, well, I'm trying to use this coupon. And I just didn't say anything. I was like, well, it's not going to work, but that's okay. So, and then she was like, well, you can't use it because then I was like, okay. So anyways, I was just sitting there and she's like, you know what? Just void out the whole transaction. I want to do the transaction again. Why do you want to void out my entire transaction? You tried to use a receive 500,000 points when you spend 15, which I knew wasn't going to work. Why are you wanting to void out my entire transaction and you ring it up? So that's fine. I didn't say anything. I knew what the deal was, though. So she voided out my entire transaction. Everything went through perfectly. I didn't have one beep, not one problem the whole day. But she decided to void it all out. And when it all went through and I popped out with my 98-cent out of pocket, she was so mad. And especially when that $13 came back on my account, I was like, 98-cent out of pocket and I got $13 back. I say that's a pretty good trip, ain't it? You have a good day, sweetheart. And, I don't know, guys. I don't like to be the complainer, but I do not like to be a consumer spending my money in gas, my taxes that I'm spending, and my time that I'm putting into couponing, which is an expense, and then be treated negatively. So how do you handle this? Not being rude, being proper, using proper etiquette, doing the right thing. That's how you handle it. And if you feel that you need to complain because you're being treated incorrectly, absolutely. Do we want to lose people their jobs? No. But you know what? When I was a hiring person, and I've hired many, many people in my life, I tell you one thing. In the medical field, where I hire my employees, because I was a chief financial officer in the medical field, we hired people who had amazing bedside manner, who were there for people who needed it, and that's who we hired. People who wanted to work, who wanted to do their job, who understood that if I'm having a bad day, my problems end at the front door because I am here to work and receive my paycheck. So if people are nasty for no reason, I just don't appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for us customers, guess what? There wouldn't be a job. All right? So yes, do we want to be nice? Sure. Absolutely. Do we deserve to be treated bad because someone's having a bad day or they don't like couponers? Absolutely not. And don't deal with it, because I sure don't. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you got some amazing tips. Sorry for it to be long, but I wanted to break this down in a more so of an educational type video, a step-by-step how to do this, and bringing the information to you so you can utilize these tips and tricks in your shopping trip. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it, and see you soon. Bye guys!